In the 40 years since China's reform and opening up, the country's countryside has seen continuous changes. In Henan province, one small village has become famous over the generations for the number of people with the surname Pei.
My name's Nick and I work for China International Publishing Group.
I'm off on a visit to a small village in Henan province to find out what life is like for people in rural China. It's impossible to really understand what their lives are like, so let's go and take a look.
The village of Peijai is famous because of the surname Pei, and 90% of the people in the village share that same family name. Peijai is located south of the Taihang Mountains, and it has a lack of water, hard soil and poor natural conditions. The village is home to 600 people in 153 households, but it only has 600 acres of very poor farmland. Because of drought and a lack of sufficient farmland, the per capita income here was less than 1,000 yuan a year as recently as 2005. The dried mud houses outside the village serve as a reminder of past difficulties.
一代一代几百年就是这样延续下来。老祖宗们住的都是这样的房，但是改革开放到现在这个房子都没有了。
One person has changed everything. The transformation has been huge and it has surprised people across the country.
Now I'm standing by the village well, which stretches all the way down below me here, and you can see this big device that they used to have to use for pulling up the buckets of water before they had the new water systems. Nowadays, thankfully, that's not something they have to do anymore because of the new water facilities. There's also an area around here where people used to meet and gather, and there's a bell hung in the tree which was rung to signify that it was meeting time. So we're going to see if it still works.
Now not only is there water, but there are a number of new sources of income, from vegetables to flowers and even goldfish.
We're standing outside the fish rearing factory where they raise goldfish and other kinds of fish to be sold as pets in other cities and as far away as Beijing, and they're making a very successful business out of it.
The most lucrative business in the village, however, is a kind of food, fentiao, made from the sweet potatoes that are a speciality of Peijai village. In order to give more people a chance to try the sweet potatoes and the fentiao, the people of Peijai have organized a sweet potato fentiao festival, an event that has attracted attention from far and wide.
希望能够把我们当地的特色展示给我们能够来参加活动的好的人，或者是通过我们的媒体也给大家展示好，能够把咱们的产品来推广好，然后也给咱们当地的百姓呢，能够一个非常新的这么一个环境，可以把农产品然后发布出去，给他们带来一个新的福利吧。
Behind me is a store selling different food products made with the fentiao that are being produced outside. It's a tiny little place, but it's really tasty food, and it's a good profitable business for them as well.
Now the story of Peijai is a famous one. Many people have visited to listen to that story, including a number of important figures.
This is something that I can't imagine seeing back in the UK. I can't imagine having such a dedicated memorial to political figures like this. For us it would be more something to do with royalty maybe, but not politicians. So that's a big difference between China and some other countries, definitely.
Representatives of the Communist Party of China have come to visit and even take part in community life, for example attending weddings. When a wedding takes place, the entire community works together to prepare the food. But at every happy occasion, the residents of Peijai community can't help but be reminded of how bleak their lives used to be. The contrast is miraculous. This is the strength of the Chinese countryside, and it's also one of the benefits that have been brought by the leadership of the Communist Party of China.